evening. It is Tuesday Night Live once again. Trudy, you are here already. Hello again to you. I can actually see your name on this one. So if you're there in the comments, give me a hello. Let me know that you're here. So I've got an absolute treat for you tonight. I've got another special guest who is already waiting backstage. So I'll be bringing her on very, very shortly. So if you're hanging out there, I can see quite a few of you have come on already. So do let me know that you're here. Alexandria, good evening to you, my lovely. How are you doing? So hopefully we'll get lots and lots of you on. Lots of exciting stuff to talk about tonight and lots to share with you, and obviously my special guest as well. If you've been eagle-eyed on the page, you'll have seen who it is. I'll be introducing her in a couple of minutes, and also not forgetting this evening, after I've had a chat with my guest, I'll be doing some uncensored guidance readings, which will be very, very sweary, very direct, and just what you guys love. So if you are here and you're watching and you do not like swearing, I suggest that you probably don't watch. Or if you're intrigued, maybe watch, but you might not stay till the end, but that's fine. So if you are there, see a few of you are there. Not a few more popping on. So am I on time? I am on time. So wait a couple more minutes just to get some people on. If you're lingering out there, don't be shy. Do say hello. And there we go. There's Pat. Hello again to you, lovely. How are you? So let's have a wait for some people to get on. So let me know how you're feeling in the comments. Spring seems to have sprung. I've been out. I've had a couple of walks. I had 2 walks today. I had a walk yesterday out and about. I know some of you commented on my post as well, saying that you've been out, and I think Pat, you were saying about your daffodils have been growing in your garden. So lovely stuff. Okay, so let's get started. So this evening I've got for you my lovely special guest Viki, who is going to be here talking to us about lots and lots of things. She's going to be talking about, I'm going to do a sweary word. It's before 9 o'clock, but I'm going to swear. So she's going to be talking to us about how to fuck fear in your life, how to overcome limiting beliefs, how to overcome addiction, and well, not necessarily how to, but how she knows to teach people. Okay, so we're going to bring on a second. Oh, lots of comments coming on now. Quite okay. I think the comments were lacking because shitloads of them have just come in. Okay, hello. Right, okay, without further ado, let's bring her on. Okay, so let's bring on my special guest. Hello. Oh, this is so exciting.
How are we doing?
I'm
good. Excited.
Yeah, I'm so happy I got you on here. I've had my eye on you for ages to bring you on. And then I managed, I think it was last week, wasn't it? I poached you. And I was like, will you come live? So
yes, I'm delighted to be here. And I was so delighted when you said it was sweary and I'm allowed to swear. Yes.
We do love a swear here. I try normally, because I know some kids don't go to bed till about 9. I try and hold off, but you can't help it. Sometimes they slip out, don't they? It's like a cheeky fart. You can't help it. Like a swear word will just slip out, and it's like, but no, don't hold back. Like let it flow. So
help it.
There we are. Right, a few of you are on watching, so more will pop on. So Viki, tell us about what it is that you do.
Ooh.
Where do we start?
Well, I started out years and years ago as a Proctor Gallagher consultant. So I don't know whether you know Bob Proctor. He teaches law of attraction and manifestation. So it's about the mind and the unconscious mind and thinking into your results rather than looking at your results and letting that cause you thinking. It's about getting your thinking to cause your results. So I'm a Bob Proctor consultant, so I coach people through his elite programs. And then I obviously been on my own journey, had struggled with alcohol throughout my life, lost my dad, found my dad dead about 5 years ago. So that triggered me to, I didn't want my kids finding me like that. And if I carried on the way I was going, it was highly likely they would. So I started going on this. Then I found, I decided I was gonna, I tried over the years to use willpower because I didn't have a problem quitting drinking, but it was staying quitted. Does that make sense? Not quit. It's not even English, is it?
I know. I know.
It was, I kept falling off the fucking wagon all the time. I could go like a certain amount of time and then I'd have a drink again. And I'd always think to myself, oh, I'll just have the one. You know how we do. I'll just have the one. You know, fucking just have the one, dear. No.
The temptation is and you think, okay, maybe just another one. And then then you're back to square one, aren't you?
Yeah. So it carried on like that. And I just thought, do you know what? This is not working. And then I heard about this girl who guaranteed stopped smoking, because I was smoking as well, smoking weed and smoking cigarettes. So, and I just had enough of it all. I just wanted to not drink, not be addicted to anything. Do you know what I mean? And I wanted to get rid of all my limiting beliefs. I was fed up with the fear that I was feeling all the time, too scared to do anything, wasn't happy with the life I was living, wanted more all the time. And I would go for things. I even I can remember when I was 40, I decided I was going to learn to ride a horse. I've not had horses since I was a kid. Decided I was going to buy a horse, and because I was having riding lessons, and I was going to quit drinking and quit smoking because horses are expensive. And that was going to motivate. That was going to keep me off the weed and the fags and the drink. I'll get a horse, and that'll cost so much money. I won't be able to afford to do anything else. So I did that, and I got myself an ex-race horse for a shop.
Wow. How was that?
Oh my God, he was a psycho. But he was going for slaughter. I worked for this company, and I just came across him one day. It was like I manifested him. I wanted a horse, and there he was. I paid 500 quid for delivery of him from Doncaster, because I live up in the Midlands, sort of like Nottinghamshire way, Lincolnshire, and delivered him, his saddle, him, all his stuff. 500 quid, bargain.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but it's not the cost of the horse that costs the money. We don't offload. Oh my God. So for a couple of years it kept me off the drink and the drugs, but then I got bored, and then I went back to college, decided I was going to be a hairdresser. Honest God, I just did thing after thing after thing, looking for fulfillment all the time and never quite finding it. I was on this search, hunting for the thing that was going to fulfill me and give me everything that I'd always, you know what I mean? Yeah. Never quite finding it. Anyway, then I decided that was it. I was gonna quit smoking. So I heard about this girl. She guaranteed it in an hour. So I had this hypnotherapy, and it didn't really work. After an hour, I was like, oh no, I still want a fag. I still want a drink. I still want, I still want to smoke a spliff. So she did timeline therapy on me, right. And I kid you not, I shit you not. Never have I wanted one since. Not wanted a drink. It's like she's gone in my head and rubbed out the alcohol, rubbed out the nicotine, rubbed out the weed. It's like I've never done it. And there's no desire. It's just gone. I don't want it anymore. My husband does it sometimes, he'll have a drink in front. Doesn't matter. I've got no interest in it at all whatsoever, because you can keep using willpower. You're doing it on a surface level.
Yeah.
That's at the surface level, AA, all that sort of thing. They all use willpower. It's not until you get to the root cause in the subconscious mind and heal it at that level that, you get rid. So what timeline therapy does is you've got your future and you've got your past. You go up, the therapist, she will talk to your unconscious mind. So she took me back to, she'll say to you, is it okay if I ask your unconscious mind, what is the root cause of whatever? And you go back into your past, and it's between the ages of 0 and 7. When you're born and up until you're 7 years old, you don't have a conscious mind, really. You just have a wide open subconscious. So everything that's going on around you, you soak in. You're like a sponge. And, that's why people repeat patterns that the parents do. They're second, third, fourth generation welfare recipients and alcoholic. My mum was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic. Things like that. you know, whatever's going on around you from the ages of 0 to 7. So you've got things that happened to you when you were that young that have left negative emotions, trapped negative emotions that are inside you. And then what we tend to do as we get older and older, any memories that we have, any bad things that we perceive are bad things that happen to us, that we push them down. You know, we don't, what we tend to do is we feel uncomfortable with our emotions and our feelings. They make us feel uncomfortable. We can't just sit with them and let them be and release them. We tend to push them down either with food, with addictions, things like that. And what timeline therapy does, it releases those negative emotions that are trapped. Wow. You know, so yeah, it was just the most amazing thing. And then I decided I was going to do more work with her because I had a fear of visibility coming on camera for my business and things like that. So she went through all my limiting beliefs, did timeline therapy on all my limiting beliefs, all my fears. Oh, it was just the most incredible experience ever.
That's amazing.
You know, so then I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'm going to be a practitioner. So I did that recently, and now I'm a qualified timeline therapy practitioner as well as hypnotherapy.
That's amazing. There, Dawn says about interesting the information that you're talking about. See, I knew. So when obviously I've been studying past life regression and past life hypnotherapy, and like in the study that I've done there, it says that kind of like what you'd said up until about the age of 7. Our brain works on a different frequency as well.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, that's why children are more prone to tapping into like
past
life stuff or seeing ghosts, as some say, because our brain at that time is so different, and so it's like a sponge as well, isn't it? It just absorbs everything.
Soaks in everything. But the timeline therapy, one of the questions they ask you when you go back is, was it before, during, or after your birth? So you can heal generational and genealogical, you know, negative emotions and things that have happened before you. There was this one girl who she said it was when she was in her mum's womb. And the same thing happened to me. When she said to me, was it before, during, or after birth? And I said during, you know, when my mum was pregnant. And it turned out that my dad had an affair when my mum was pregnant with me. And that was in my unconscious.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that is freaky. Yeah. So it's amazing.
Things like that. Like I was researching into like ancestral memories as well, because we can memories from like our mums, our dads, or grandparents can be passed down into us in our DNA as well.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
It's amazing because obviously when we're babies, when you're a baby, you have all of your eggs in your ovaries already. Yeah. So we've all been inside our grandmother's womb, inside our mother as a baby inside her womb. So it's you carry that ancestral lineage, and it does get passed down.
And when you heal your negative emotions and the trauma, because people think, oh no, I had a nice childhood, I didn't have any trauma. Everybody's got childhood trauma. Someone could just say something to you, a teacher at school, and it can really hurt you inside. Well, that then is a trapped negative emotion. You know, if you know, someone saying to you, stop showing off, or you know, calm down as a child, that you then repress that, and it becomes a trapped emotion. So by any healing that you do at you know, at our level, it heals future generations.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean? That's what you're saying. You're talking about the past. Well, anything that you do now in this now heals future generations.
Yeah, it's about breaking the cycle as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that. Because like where you were saying about the trauma, like it doesn't have to be some massive, terrible event. Like I read a story when I was looking into it about, it was just a girl had done, I think it was similar to timeline therapy, and she'd gone back, and it was something as simple as just being in the supermarket with her mum, and she was lost for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
That of abandonment.
Frightened to death. Yeah, that's trauma.
So even though like we think, oh, she was only like 25 minutes, it's ingrained in you, isn't it? So interesting.
I did some work with Hale Duskin, who is a student of Lester Levinson, who invented the Sedona method. And they teach about releasing negative emotions. What they say is when you're born at birth, you are happiness. We're all looking for happiness, but what we don't realize is we're already happiness. The only thing that covers up, it's just covered up with all these limiting beliefs and negative emotions. And when you start clearing the limiting beliefs and the negative emotions, then your true joy and happiness starts to come through. Yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing. I started getting these feelings like I've not had since I was a child. Do you know what I mean? How happy you are. If you think of a child, a 2-year-old child, when they wake up in the morning, they come bounding into the bedroom and jumping on your bed, and they're just so happy, aren't they? Full of like a bundle of joy. Well, that's how we are. But society's got a hold of us, and the world's got a hold of us, and covered over all that happiness with all this fucking bullshit. Do you know what I mean? All these limiting beliefs and negative bullshit that it's just covered up. And you've got to release all those negative, all those limiting beliefs, and bring that happiness that you've already got back. You know, all the time we're taught with society to go out and get this and that. Then I'll be happy when I've got this, and I'll be happy when I've got that, or I'll be happy when I've lost this weight. But really, you've got the happiness already. You know, you've just got to uncover it. And just been amazing.
It's there, and then all these things, and it just goes to the bottom of the pile, and it's about digging back in.
Hidden and covered over. But when you do the timeline therapy and you do that work and you release all those limiting beliefs, because if you think about it, every belief is limiting.
Yeah.
And we're full of beliefs, and our life is, somebody said something to me and I was like, fuck, mind blown. What was it? Basically your life and your results and your circumstances and the conditions that you're living, basically you're looking at your mind.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, is going on so as within, so without. Your mind, your life and everything that you're living is a reflection of what's going on inside your mind. So, you know, if there's chaos in your life, there's chaos in your mind. It's just like a reflection.
That's what I say. So to so many people, I'll sort of say, like, don't give a shit what other people think, because you're living your life for other people, and then in your mind you're thinking, oh, I'll do this because that'll keep so and so happy, or I'll do this because they said that, which then creates a life that isn't the life that you should be living. It's a life that you're living for other people, and then it makes you feel like shit, and then people wonder why they're unhappy, because they're just living this projected life from probably people that aren't happy with themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a vicious cycle. So with the timeline therapy, so how would like a general session play out? How would it run? Like, say I was coming to you for a session, how would that pan out?
Well, first of all, you clear the negative emotions before you work on the limiting beliefs. So there's 5 main negative emotions. There's anger, guilt, sadness, hurt. What's the other one? Hang on a minute. Oh. So you've got anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt. And you have to work on the anger and sadness first. With anger, you've got feelings of frustration, irritation, annoyance, hatred, blame, resentment. Then with the sadness, you've got feelings of upset, low feelings, depression, grief. Then with the fear, you've got anxiety, worry, nervousness, stress, tension, phobias, judgment. Hurt, you've got abandonment, rejection, neglect, disapproval, and that's where abuse and trauma come in. And then with the guilt, you've got self-blame, shame, and embarrassment. And so you work on clearing all those first. You know, that you go back and you just ask the unconscious mind, and it goes up past your timeline. And yet you don't, what the therapist will keep saying to you is, don't think about it, because I'm not talking to your conscious mind. It's the first thing that comes up, and no matter how silly you think it is, that's the correct answer. The first thing that comes up.
So it's like, say if I was with you and you were doing this, would you put me into hypnosis, or am I still consciously awake with you?
You'd still be consciously awake, but talking to your unconscious. Yeah, it's not. It's similar to hypnotherapy because it's all on the NLP. It's very closely related to NLP, you know.
Yeah.
So hypnotherapy and timeline therapy and NLP are all closely linked. But you're not in a trance-like state when you do the timeline therapy. And it's amazing how it, you're like, whoa, where did that come from? You know, do you know what I mean? How it just comes up, because this is how you know what limiting beliefs you've got. So if you just said to yourself, or you had a piece of paper and a pen and you wrote down something that you wanted.
Yeah.
And you wrote it down and you said it out, the first thing that comes up in your thoughts and ideas when you write that thing down, that's a limiting belief. So, for example, I want £1 million. The first thing that comes up in my head is, don't be stupid. Who do you think you are? Do you know what I mean? So that's a limiting belief. Or you've got to work hard to earn £1 million, or whatever, you know, all this stuff and that's what you have to clear, because they're just limiting beliefs. The truth is, we're limitless. It's only the mind that puts the limits on us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The thoughts that we think are the limits.
Yeah, because when I've been researching stuff as well, so like the conscious mind is what I would call the ego, and to a certain extent it's kind of there to keep us safe, because that's like our, I suppose, well, because it's your conscious mind. If you're going into somewhere it's danger, that's going to kick in and say, no, don't do that, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
but then when we develop over time, it kicks in, and it's almost a bit too sensitive, that's telling us, no, don't do that, that's going to work out wrong, that's going to, but as like a primal thing, that's like your danger instinct. And it's obviously developed over time.
But that's not, you see, that came years ago, hundreds of years ago, when we lived in caves, and we, you know, if you were to not, like, we want to fit in, and we do what other people want us to do and what society wants us to do. And if we go outside of that or do something outside of our comfort zone, we start to feel fear, and we start to shake and things like that. Years ago, we had to fit in. If we didn't fit into the tribe, we would be kicked out and we wouldn't survive. So, you know, that's in our subconscious still. And so that's why when we try and step out of our comfort zone, or we go to do something that's outside of the norm, that fear comes up, you know, and that's the mind monkeys, and that'll stop you, that'll hold you back from doing what you want to do. It will stop you every time. And I was sick of that. I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do the other. But the fear and the mind monkeys, I was telling myself, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? You're not good enough. That's the biggest one. The biggest limiting belief is you're not good enough. And everybody's got it, and it will hold you back, and it will stop you doing things, because the subconscious mind wants to keep you safe. The ego mind wants to keep you safe.
Yeah, it does. So I'm just reading the comments. A few people have popped on. Holly, you're on. Hello to you. Teresa says, loving this. Thank you. Learning so much. Belinda, you're there. Hello. So I'm wondering if anyone's got any questions in the comments that they'd like to ask to Viki about the timeline therapy, or kind of overcoming addiction, anything like that they want to direct. And while we're waiting for any questions to come back in, so where you mentioned phobias, so like I could probably do a timeline therapy session with you, because I've got a phobia that is so out there and I have no idea where it's come from. It's the most stupid thing ever. So I've got a fear of pandas, like the black and white. Yeah. I don't know where it's come from, but I think earliest
panda when he was a kid.
Well, you know, so that come out, I think, when my brother was little and he was into watching the movies, and shit scared, like, the kids will watch it here, but I can't be in the room. I don't. No.
Really?
My only memory of that, I think I was about 10 or 11, but I've not had any triggered happening with a panda. Like, there's nothing that I can think of, but literally to look at them brings me out in a hot sweat. I panic. I can't cope. And then I don't know if it's because the markings are similar, but like killer whales, like the orcas, I can't do them either. It's so maybe that's something I need to tap into.
Oh, let's get on a call and see what it is.
After booking a session, like, because I'm so intrigued by it. Because in my head, I'm like, is it past? Well, it's not this life stuff, so it could be past life stuff. But
It
it's
could
like
be. Yeah.
the most randomest thing ever. Like, oh, I'm scared of pandas. Why?
But some people are scared of buttons. Some people are the weirdest phobias. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's something in your subconscious. There is something in your subconscious. Something happened that triggered that.
Yeah, it must be that. Let's ask, actually, anyone in the comments, what is your phobia? If you've got an obscure phobia, let us know.
I don't think I've got any phobias.
See, I've got another one that I've got really weird. It's like a really large structure, or when you go into a museum and or like an old fancy house, they've got the giant paintings, like the wall to see. It gives me the fear. It really.
What, ceiling to floor paintings?
Yeah, like just really, really big.
Wow.
Or like if I was in a room that had really, really like extremely high ceilings, that would make me feel really uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
So yeah, if anyone else is watching, let us know what your phobias are. So we've got Teresa, a fear of deep water and being buried alive.
Oh yeah, common.
Yeah, see, I can get behind that. I wouldn't like that. Pat's scared of walking over a bridge with river flowing underneath it. Oh, see, that could bring in. That's like a bit past life vibey, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm quite scared of going over the Humber Bridge when it's windy.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's not nice.
Bit rocky. Belinda's got a phobia for a storm house. It's made of concrete. Oh. You have to tell us more about that, Belinda.
What's a storm house?
Yeah, I know Belinda's in the States, so maybe is it like a shelter or something?
Oh, right, from tornadoes, yeah.
Alexandria, Needles and Heights.
Needles and Heights, yeah.
See, as a very short person. So, that could, it's interesting. Oh, there we go. Kirsty, there we go. Fear of deep water, terrified of monkeys.
Oh,
that's amazing. So, anyone else watching, pop them in. I want to really know what they are. There we go. Dawn, going over a bridge when a lot of cars are driving under it. Oh,
wow.
I was watching. There was a group I looked on. This come up in conversation. There's so many people. There's like fears of knees. Someone's got a fear of ketchup.
Clowns is a common one, isn't it?
Yeah. So up until a few years ago, I had a bad fear of clowns, but that stemmed from when I was about 9-10 year old. I accidentally watched It on my own, like the Tim Curry version. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. It was in the DVD player, and I'm sat there like shit scared in bed. I was that scared I couldn't get out to change it over. I was like, oh. And so the new It with Skarsgård or whatever his name is, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's the Tim Curry version of Pennywise. It just
I can't watch horror films at all.
So I'm a wimp. I don't mind. See, I'm not squeamish, but like slasher movies, I'm not a fan unless it's the old like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. I can get behind.
I can't do it. I can't. You know, when it starts to get scary and like that suspense and all that music, I'm like, no, I can't do it. Turn it off. No.
There's one, I think it's Insidious, is like that one when it gets scary and the violins come on. It's like, ee! And it's yeah. I am a wimp. I love watching them, but I'll sit there like this.
No, I can't even have them on. The taste the music. Oh God, no.
There you go. So Beth, my best friend, she's scared of bats. There you go. Do you know, I've seen a video and it was a giant bat and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I don't know, it's the wings I didn't like though. It was all snuggled in a towel. It had a cute face, but the wings. Right. Pat says, don't like deep water either. When I'm in swimming pool, need to be able to put my feet on the ground. Yeah, got that one. Yeah, there you go. She knows I hate a panda. So Beth, so when I had Levi, my firstborn, Beth she came to see me in hospital and she took a lovely little basket of lovely things. And I pulled out this lovely Negro and it had a panda. And I was just like, are you taking the piss?
You bitch.
And she was just like, fuck, like, sorry. Oh, fuck, I forgot. And I was just like, oh. Honestly, it's unreal. Like, I've been taunted about this fear of pandas for ages, so I'll have to book in a session with you, and I need to find out where it's come from.
Definitely, yeah.
Amazing.
I want to know.
Yeah, there we go. Live boats, but I have a fear of what might be in the sea. Oh, there you go. Belinda said,
love boats.
there you go. Tornado shelter. My fears are being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would feel. Belinda, let me know. Are you claustrophobic as well, though? Because that would make me feel uneasy being stuck in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many phobias.
Fear is the biggest. It's a massive negative emotion, and it wrecks people's lives.
It does. So if someone wanted to book in with you, how would they go about booking in a session or going about the timeline therapy with you?
Just on my Facebook or Instagram. Both of my Facebook and Instagrams, like my name, if you just put my @Viki Vallance-Clark, how it's spelt there with the hyphen, on my Instagram, and then Facebook, just the same, and then just give me a message. I don't have fancy funnels and things like that, or bloody complicated calendars and things like that. Just inbox me, slide in my DMs.
Just as easy as that. So if you are watching, I did tag Vicky on the post for tonight, so you can click onto that and just pop her a message if you are interested in booking in the timeline therapy. You've got is it some boot camps or bits you're planning and got in the works, so that's exciting.
Got some boot camps coming up, so watch this. Just friend request me and you can jump on what's coming up and send me a message just for a chat about it.
Stuff. Let's go. Let's see who's looking the comments. They're talking about their fear of water in there. So I will have to book you a session, but I'm going to do some readings in a minute. But first, shall I do one for you?
Yes, I can't wait. That's where we're. Oh my god, I love cards.
Let's have a look. So anyone watching, I will be doing card readings. I'm going to do one for Vicky first, and then I'll be opening up the floor for your guidance readings as well. Okay, right, Vicky, I'm going to do 5 cards for you.
Oh my god.
So let's have a look and see. Okie dokie. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, so first up, you've got the 7 of Swords.
What's that mean?
You've got the 3 of Cups. You've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Knight of Swords, and you've got the Moon. Right, so to look at them collectively, what I've got for you, funnily enough, okay, so where you've been talking about limiting beliefs and whatnot, funnily enough, so you've got this one, it's like someone clinging on there but looking back to the past. But this is saying where you've got that knife in there, it's like driving a wedge between you and the past. And I feel like for you, coming up to July time will be that real detachment, because I feel like there's still strings there, and I feel like there's cords still to be cut and for you to fully move forward. But for you, I am seeing over the next 3 months, this one's about you connecting in and finding your people. However, with this one, I'm getting a lot of sacral energy in this one, which is your creativity. And I feel like you need to be very wary and careful of where you put that creativity, because I feel like you can put all your eggs into one basket and think, right, I'm going to run with this. But then I feel like there's people around you that aren't in it as much as you are. So if you do start doing any like group programs or collaborations or anything, I'd be very, very wary of who you work with, because I feel like some of them are kind of, what's the word? Or, well, like an all talk and no action kind of thing. So I would be very careful of that, because it seems like you're going to be the one that's got the ideas, or you've got the knowledge, you've got everything there, and it's kind of clinging on your coattails. So just be very careful of who you have around you. Because come into this one, your King of Pentacles. So this ties in here because this is linked in with your finances. You've got heart chakra. So this is saying you're doing something that you really love. Whereas like you've got this little imp down here who's just trying to get into it for a quick buck. So again, just be careful of who you bring into your circle, who you work alongside. However, for you, your learning journey is not over. So you've got even more.
I'm tired.
Even more. I do feel like, though, because looking at this one, the book is closed. So I don't feel like it's an academic journey. I feel like it's more like a an experience. So you're kind of, you've got the academia, you're working your way up now. So it's kind of taking what you've got and building it with kind of working through it on your own. But looking at, you've got the moon here. This one is saying for you, I do feel like within the throat chakra, it seems like things are flowing. However, there's still a slight block. So what I'd say to you is to, where you're communicating was, maybe there's still a little bit of confident stuff going on there that just needs to, it's almost like that's the surface and you're here. It's just, you've got to break through. Yeah, you've just got to break through that barrier. But to look at this as well, I feel like for you, this, you've got so much information up here.
Yeah.
But you're not giving yourself enough credit for it.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of almost like it's,
that's true.
It's neatly filed, but you need to like bring it out and just like out on the world.
Yeah.
So is there any questions you want to ask about any of that, or?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to need time to think about that. I should have recorded it so I can listen to it over again.
You can watch it back on the live now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the main takeaway I'd say from that is that you have all the knowledge that you need. You don't need to welcome other people in to add to what you do. So just be careful of who you have in. And I'll take one last card just to kind of do an overall.
What about money?
Money. Oh, okay. Right. So money for you, I've got
money.
Right. Funnily enough, this one's given me that money will come when you're putting in the least effort. Okay. So
this just go to bed.
This has got for you a date. So the end of April, I feel like, is when money is really going to start coming in. But I feel like when you can actually relax about what you're doing rather than go 10 to the dozen, just actually sit with it. It will come. It's kind of, maybe it was with your law of attraction work, but because of, I think you'll have time to process and things will kind of settle down, and then you'll be like, right, this is where I'm going. So finance wise, that is going to flip. However, with this one, your 5 of Cups that I've pulled out, there might be a couple of things like in your repertoire that you might need to purge. So don't think because you've got everything, you need to do everything all at once. No. So just kind of go with what feels right in here, because that one there is heart chakra. So even if you're qualified in it, like you can use aspects of it, but don't feel like just because you're qualified, you need to do it just because. Like if it doesn't feel right, don't bring it forward. Do what feels good for you. But money wise, that
makes sense, you know, that does.
Is it?
Yeah.
Money looks good. So I'd say kind of coming into the summer, things will turn around. And I feel like kind of cobwebs as well. I'm feeling anything that needs to be repaid or anything that needs to be taken care of financially from kind of April into May will be easier to do that, because you'll have the extra stream coming in that can clear out those financial cobwebs.
That's good. Thank you so much. I love it.
You are very, very welcome. So does anyone have any other questions for Viki before we say goodbye? Obviously, I'm going to hang on. Viki, you're welcome.
Don't worry if you don't now. You can always message me and friend request me. And
Excellent. I think they're having a conversation in the comments. Dawn says, how much is a session? Should she just PM you and have a chat with you about what she needs?
Yeah, it depends. It depends how long it's going to take, what it is you're looking for. I'm not into all this hard selling crap and stuff like that. I'm just, but it's a bespoke service. So it depends what you're looking for. Some people want to, I don't know, just have an hour's session. Other people, it can take longer. Some people it can take hours and hours and hours and hours. It all depends what it is that, what you want to clear.
So it's not like one size fits all. Yeah, you got it's not a one size fits all. It's kind of it's tailored to them. So
yes,
get something that's more personal. So there you go. So there's Viki's on there. So you can friend request her. You can drop her a message if you would like to book in. But Viki, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. I am going to book in a timeline therapy session with you, because I need to find out. Need to.
Yeah, so that panda one's
Yeah.
Fascinating, isn't it?
It is. I feel like I owe it to everyone to tell them where it's come from. Oh,
thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'll
very
speak to you soon.
Yeah,
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Wasn't that amazing? I'm blown away by that. That timeline therapy is something that I really, really need to get in on. So if you are there, I've seen some comments have come up asking for readings already. I am going to bring my ticker up. So as you know, here we go. So anyone that is a newbie, please do ask politely. Dawn says, thank you, Viki, for all the information. Teresa says, thank you. Wasn't that good? I'm so impressed. There's loads of stuff there I didn't even know about. So 3 days of school day. So if you're watching, let's have a look. Who was okay? Dawn, you would have a reading. Okay, so if you're there, don't be shy in asking. I am going to be on for a while longer. So let's have a look on here. See what we've got for you, Dawn. Alexandria says thank you, Viki. Pat says yes, was very interesting. Amazing. So it's good. And obviously this will be there to watch back as well. So if anyone is just joining us and you missed the chat with Viki, or you kind of join halfway after we've done the live, you can always nip back and have a look. Okay, so Dawn, for you, lovely, we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. We've also got the 6 of Swords in reverse as well. And then you've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so Dawn, for you, what I'm seeing here is that there is okay, I'm sure I've had these two come out for you before or last time, but this one's given to me, especially where your work is concerned. I'm seeing that there's a decision that's been taken out of your hands, or there wasn't really a choice. It was kind of, it had to be done. So what I'm seeing here for you is not to feel bad about something that you can't control. I don't feel like it's your fault, or if there's anything that's kind of happening or you're going through work-wise, I almost feel like you're pushing in one direction, someone else is pushing in another. And I know that you do get quite emotionally involved and attached to the work that you do. But what I'm seeing here again, and I have said this to you before, this one's bringing in boundaries. You need to try and detach your work life from your home life, because you are carrying a lot of it home with you. And that's like with this one, that's spilling into that home life there with the root chakra as well. So if you are, I'm also feeling for you as well, Dawn, I've got like backache or like lower back into the hips. And even though that's from the work that you're doing, because you work with children, don't you? I feel like that's linked in, but I do feel like there's almost like a stress ache here as well. So just being gentle with yourself work-wise. Looking time-wise, I feel like between May and June, things will get easier. But again, as I said to you before, you need to kind of compartmentalize the work that you're doing with your home life, so you can have that time for you back at home. So that is for you, my lovely. Let's have a look. Next, we've got a few more of you commenting. Let's have a look. Right. Alexandria would like some guidance. Let's have a look, see what we've got for you. I'm going to shift my legs. Oh, there we go. Lots of people saying thank you to Viki. It was interesting. It was brilliant. So I can't wait to find out about the pandas. I'm 100% going to book in and see where that goes. Right, let's have a look. Okay, Alexandria, for you, we have got, okay, so you've got the 3 of Cups there. You've also got the 5 of Swords in reverse, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So looking at this for you, Alexandria, what I can see here is I feel like it's time for you to reconnect with someone that you have either fallen out with or you've lost contact with. There's a female here as well, whether it's family or maybe a friend, but there's someone that you've either lost touch with or you've had a fallout with. Potentially going back into last year or in the past year, there's been that lack of connection. And I don't feel like it's because of COVID. I feel like there's like a deeper reason to it, because this one's saying, I feel like there's been a line has been drawn under it, or it's kind of enough's enough. But I do feel here about kind of going back into this for whatever reason. I don't understand how or why, but there seems to be some sort of financial tie there. So I'm not sure where that sits with you, but I do feel like there's financial stuff that needs to be uncovered or that needs to go back into. So whether there's been lending of money, or maybe there's money that is owed to you through some sort of link between you and this person. But I do feel like it's kind of like your differences need to be put aside to deal with whatever this is, whether it's work or money. I am just going to pull another just to clarify on that. Okay. Yep. So there with the Seven of Swords, this is almost like reverting back to the past and looking at what's been and what's gone. But they're similar to what I said to Viki when I pulled this card out for her. This one about kind of sticking that knife and putting a wedge between you and the past, because I feel like you need to let go of it to be able to move forward and do what needs to be done. It's not saying that you need to be best of friends with this person, whoever they are, but it's just saying that you need to kind of reconcile to kind of get the job done, so to speak. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that one. There we go, Dawn. That is so true. You're amazing. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I'm glad you can take that. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. All right, Kirsty, let's pull for you, my lovely. Let's have a look and see what they got. And then Belinda, I'll pull for you as well. If there's anyone you want to tag in the comments that usually watches and they're not on tonight, do let me know. I'll have a look. I've got lots of stuff to talk to you about tonight as well. Lots of exciting things. I've got a couple of bits to share, and I've also got another treat for you, because obviously I've had Viki as a special guest tonight, and I have another special guest next week, which is all very exciting. Okay. So, Kirsty, for you, you've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. You have got the Five of Pentacles there, and you've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. I don't know who this is. I'm picking up a really sore shoulder. I don't know if it's Dawn or Alexandria, or even if it's Kirsty, but I've got a real pain like there. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just broken. But Kirsty, for you, what I'm seeing here, quite a similar theme tonight, actually. So again, for you, I am seeing finances, but I'm seeing more along the lines of you connecting with someone to put something together, whether it's like a business plan or whether you're investing in something together, or you and a friend or a family member are putting something. I don't know. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but you have got that little bunny rabbit in there. I'm going to go May on that one more than April, though. But what I'd say here is it's perhaps you've tried to do this before and financially it's not worked, or maybe you've tried to do it before and you haven't had the means to do it financially. However, looking at this one, I feel like bringing in this other person or having their support there is gonna be monumental to the plans that you're making. What I want to say to you is don't be too stubborn. Okay, if someone's offering you help, then I would take it in this instance. I know you want to stand on your own 2 feet and do things, but this is saying that this is going to get kind of a foot in the door, so to speak. Look in there with your 10 of Cups as well. What I've got here is communication-wise, I feel like it's all there for you, but you need to speak up and say that you want it. It's in your head and you're sort of, it's almost like you're telling yourself, oh, why is this not happening? Like, what's going on? Why is it not working for me? But you need to vocalize physically what you want. I would say kind of vocalize to yourself, like in manifesting terms, but vocalize to people around you. So then this can happen. You can bring in the people that can give you support, whether it's financial or whether it is just like actual support in whatever way you need it. But you need to reach out, because there's a whole host of stuff there waiting for you. You just got to take it. You got to grab it. So stop being stubborn and let go of any fears of kind of needing to do things on your own. So that is for you, lovely. Let's have a look. Alexandria, thank you. Yes, I've not got lovely. There you go. See, it's my right shoulder on mine, so I don't know if it is yours that I'm picking up on, but definitely my right shoulder is a bit achy. Let's have a look. Okay, Belinda, for you. So anyone else watching, if you would like some cards, I don't know where everyone's at. People seem to have disappeared tonight. Come back. I sound like Rose off Titanic. Do you know, last night I was sat drawing away and I had a playlist on. I've got quite an eclectic taste in music, and I had a James Horner playlist on last night, which is the guy that produced all the music, like the Titanic soundtrack, Braveheart, Avatar, all of that. There's so many amazing like movie soundtracks that he does, and his music is incredible. If you just want to just sit and go onto iTunes and put the James Horner soundtrack on, because it's so good. So here we go. For you, Belinda, you have got the Empress in reverse. You've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and you've also got the Seven of Cups. So to look at this for you, I feel like where you've got that Empress in reverse, I feel like that carer aspect of you it's flipped on its head. Obviously, I know a lot of you, like what you were doing before, obviously caring for your parents and whatnot. I feel like this has been flipped and like the game's been changed a bit. Also, there financially, the balance is a bit different. So connecting in with this, finances connected with your parents and family around you, but also your own finances. And I feel like it's more a case of what you're prioritizing is the key. So you need to make sure that, yes, while you may still be doing that, you do need to prioritize yourself. Because I know all the shit that you've had in the past before with all this going on. Because here with the 7 of Cups, it's saying that for you in July, an opportunity is coming up. And you need to be at a point where you feel able to take it, where you feel at a point where you can do what needs to be done, but that's not all you are. You need to step into your own and kind of claim your life as your own, not be the carer, not be the daughter, not be the sister, the whatever title whatever box you've been put into. Step out, become yourself, because that's when the opportunities will start coming. So I just think for you, it's confidence and confidence in finances as well. So I know for you, Belinda, when you do your readings and whatnot, you need to have the confidence, not to be able to do the reading, but the confidence in the financial aspect. You need to have the confidence to say, right, this is how much it is. This is what I charge. This is what I do. Okay. Because I'm feeling you coming back into that, but you need to kind of take a stand. Okay. Don't do the kind of like pay whatever you want to, because that's not giving you that presence. It's not giving you that. I don't want to use the word authority because that doesn't feel right. I want almost like for you to say, right, I'm here. This is what I do. Otherwise, it's kind of like, just yeah, this. And it doesn't, if you don't believe in you, how are you going to expect other people to, I think is what I'm getting at here. So up your confidence, take those chances when they come, because for you I feel like July is a shift that's coming again, because you'll notice when I do readings on these lives, or when I do personal readings for you, there's different shifts in the year. So when I do loads of different people's cards, the same timings will come out. So like I think a couple of weeks ago, the timing that kept coming out was April, May. So in this one, when I'm doing a few of your cards, it seems to me like July is the next shift that's coming. Belinda, I don't like putting a price on them. Okay, so that needs to change. Okay, you need to do it. If you're going to treat it like a business, like you don't walk into a shop and then decide to go, like the person at the goes, oh, what do you want to pay for these beans? Like, what do you want to pay? You just see the price thing and you think, right, that's the price. Do I want these beans? Do I not want these beans? Yeah, I'll have them. That's how much I'm going to pay. So it's all about like treating it as if it is that business. And if that's where you're going to go, I just feel like here you're arguing with yourself financially. So you need to have that confidence to just step into it, because it is such heart-centered work, and I can feel that you've got such a love for doing it. And it's not about the money. It's not about just giving a reading. It's about helping people. And I can see that that's what you want to do. But at the same time, you need to take you into account. Like, you've got bills to pay. You've got mouths to feed. You can't just live off of fresh air. So you need to step into it and own it. So yes, you do need to do it. So that is for you, lovely. Oh, Grandma's on. Hello. Kirsty, you're very, very welcome. Pat says, my dad didn't like small places either. He's scared of being buried alive. See, to be honest, it's not a phobia as such, but I don't think I would like it. I don't think anyone would like it. But yeah, I know some people get really kind of hung up on it. So there's not a lot of people on tonight. Not a lot of people on. I've got stuff to talk about, but if there's no one else if anyone does pop on and they want a reading, do let me know. But I've got some things to share. Okay, so looking at this one as well, I've got so if you do want a reading, obviously if you want something more personal, and because obviously when I'm here on the lives, they're just a quick like 3 cards and that's it. When you go into a personal reading, I'll pull out at least 9 cards, usually a shitload more. There'll be a lot more than 9 cards. And we can look into a variety of topics that I see off the cuff. Then you can ask your questions. We can go into situations that are specific to you. And Trudy, all the important ones are here. Yes, absolutely. So I couldn't agree with you more. So yeah, when you do book a personal one, then obviously we can go deeper and deeper into it. So you can book a variety of ones up there, here. on my website. So you've got the option to have the recorded reading, which just goes straight in your inbox. You don't need to book a time slot or anything like that. Then you can book a one-to-one video call, which is like 30 or 60 minutes, if that's what you want. Then we've also got projection readings. So if you use the code at the minute, because there's still a couple of codes left. Okay, so projection reading. So whether it's a 3-month projection, a 6-month projection, or a 12-month projection, what that will be is a PDF document with pictures and a write-up. You'll get chakra guidance for each month. You'll get tarot guidance for each month. You'll get channel crystal energy in there as well. And this is a write-up for you that will take you over those months. And I've got so many people here that have had them and can attest to they not live by them, of course, but they'll refer to it and it helps them through. It's been helpful. It's not just a bit of fun that's going to say, oh, you're going to do this that month. It can help you prepare for the month. That's what it is. Projection, it's guidance to guide you, to help you navigate your way through. So if you do want to get a projection reading, they're all 15% off when you use the code PROGUIDE15, but there is only 5 codes of that available. So if you do want that, I'd recommend jumping on there before they get snapped up. There you go, Belinda. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like to pride myself that I am good. Pat, grew up on a farm when a bird shot on a corn chest. And oh my god, yeah, that's going back to like what Viki was talking about, and like that trauma, like it could be something small like that instills something in you later in life that comes back. Oh, I should go take a drink. So if you're still here, give me a little hello or a smiley face or even a number 1. Just give me something in the comments just to let me know who's here and who's still watching. So we're very quiet tonight. So we've got Thursday night as my Balm for the Soul session. There is limited places on that. A few of them have been booked up already. So Balm for the Soul is only £15 a session. That includes a reading, healing, and a full guided meditation, journaling, closing space. So that was a really, really lovely session. We had a full house last month, which was amazing. So it'd be great to have as many ladies on there. There's only 10 spaces on there at the minute. And I think about half of them are already booked up. So that is this Thursday. So if you do want to get on there, this one, the theme for that is deep stress relief. That starts at 8:30. And this will take you in deep to just get rid of any crap that you're holding in there, anything emotionally that's hanging on in there and whatnot. So lots of emojis coming through now. I think there must be a delay in the comments then, because I'm just seeing all of your comments come through now. But we've got Teresa's there, Dawn, Pat, Grandma's there, Belinda, we've got Alexandria, Trudy, amazing. So I'm so happy to have you. So next week we have got a treat for you. So my guest next week is an anonymous lady. She's got a very, very amazingly, fantastically funny blog on. Well, she's got a blog, she's got Instagram, she's got 12,000 followers on Instagram, and her Instagram is Abby Does Dating. And it's all about her single woman who is navigating the modern world of online dating. And she is brilliant. All of the stuff that she shares, she shares screenshots of the messages that she receives, but what makes it best is her replies to them. She is big on kind of standing up for women, women's empowerment, all of that whatnot. But when I said to her, right, Abby, I've got you coming on live with me next week, how am I gonna put you out there? And let me tell you what, this was her words, which I absolutely love. Let's have a look. Where is she? Where's she got? Honestly, I can't tell you how happy I am to have her coming on with us. Right, okay, so when I said send me a little write-up that I can share, this was hers. Just a single 30-year-old girl conquering the online dating world, one devil dick at a time. So that, honestly, I'm so excited to have Abby on next week as well. So we've had Tanya on as a special guest. We've had Viki on tonight. I've got Abby coming on with us next week. I am getting a lineup of, there's not going to be guests every week, but I am getting a lineup of amazing ladies who have got incredible skills, incredible stories, inspiring stories, ladies who are just going to lift you up and make you feel good. So keep an eye on that, because I've got big plans. I've got lots of people that I'm hoping to have on, and it's going to be great. And then if I don't have a special guest, you will have just me. but hopefully you don't mind having just me. So if you've been keeping an eye on the page, you will have noticed that my Soul Circle is open, but not for long. Okay, I haven't done a big launch of doors are open, blah, blah, blah. Basically, because I've got an in-house challenge coming up within the Soul Circle, I've opened the doors. It's slightly ajar to let some people in if they want to join, because last time I opened the doors to Soul Circle was in the very beginning of January, end of December, and I haven't really let any new people in since. So that's been closed. I've got this challenge coming up. There is an option to join the Soul Circle. Not only that, but at 30% off as well. So if you use the code newbie, that is going to take your monthly membership down from £27 to £18.90. So if you're watching there and you're not in my Soul Circle, let me give you a little look about what you can get when you are in the Soul Circle. So let's take a look here. Okay. So the ladies in my Soul Circle, let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so every day in the Soul Circle, you get a daily affirmation, which will go up within the Facebook group, which is something that you will be part of. The Facebook group is part of the Soul Circle membership. It's not the be all and end all, because we have a hub. The hub is where 80% of your membership is. So all of your content, all of the stuff that I'm going to tell you about, that's where it is. The Facebook group is just like, you'll get your affirmations in there. There'll be posts every day. I'll do lives in there as well. But the hub is where it's at. So every day you get a daily affirmation, and then you get weekly tarot card guidance every week. That will go in the Facebook group and also in the hub. Then you have Tuesdays, your daily affirmation, and then a post, what are you doing for you? But then every Tuesday, I'll be going live in the Soul Circle group before I come live here on this page. So you'll get members readings. There'll be more going on behind the scenes. You get like the behind the scenes chat in there. Wednesdays, again, so every day is a daily affirmation. Wednesdays, we have oracle card choices. So 3 cards will go up. And then you get a reveal later on in the evening, which is, it's great. It's great. Alexandria, do you have to be good with technology to do Soul Circle? Absolutely not. Trust me. Those ladies, if you're watching, I know a few of you Soul Circle ladies are in there, and it's not technical. Literally, you can go on Facebook, because I am a what's the word? Confess? No. Because I'm quite a techie person, but I like to know the ins and outs. I can break it down to explain it back in a way that is so easy. So to be in the Soul Circle, you just literally go on the Facebook group. Well, you can be in there, but also there's links to the hub. The hub you can access on your phone, on your computer, on your iPad, and it's so easy. It's just like a little library. There you go. Pat says, no, I'm a complete technophobe and I can do it. So in the Soul Circle, you get, so your Wednesdays, your oracle guidance. Thursdays, you get, again, daily affirmation. Then we do a heal and release post, which is something really special. Our members really love the heal and release post in there, which it's all about, like, you put up what it is that you want to release from, kind of if you want any healing. And then on a Thursday night, I'll do distance healing for everyone that's commented there on that post. Teresa, there we go. Very easy to navigate. Laura's there to advise if you get stuck. Absolutely. Then we've got on Fridays, so again, daily affirmation. Then we have a morning live video, which will be sort of between 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And that'll be just popping in. I might do some cards. I might be chatting about something. I might even be out on one of my countryside walks, just off and about doing whatever I'm doing, but I'll be popping on to say hello. Saturdays, we have how was your week post, just to kind of catch up. And then Sundays is a set your intentions for the week ahead. So that's the weekly rundown, okay? But let me tell you the next bit, because that's not everything. The Soul Circle is packed full of stuff. And if you can join it for £18.90, you are getting it for a steal. Okay, so monthly. So as well as your weekly guidance, you get monthly guidance, and that's a tarot write-up. Then we also have a members-only Zoom meditation. So that's at no extra cost. That's included in the membership price. And it's about 45 minutes per session. And it's on the first Monday of every month. Then we have monthly self-growth content on specific topics, which is going to be added to build up a library. So these topics are starting from this month. From April, which is nearly this month. And the first topic is going to be spirit guides. And it will be information, interactive activities. You don't have to do it, but it's there if you'd like to, if you want to learn more about it, if you want to kind of step things up a bit. It's there for you to access, like a library. you take from it as and when you need. So that is there, and over time, obviously, that will build up a library of different topics of like to help you with your spiritual growth. There'll be stuff on like crystals, past lives, tarot cards, all sorts of things in there. Then we'll have our monthly soul circle, which is on the third Friday of the month. And that is like a monthly get together, like a soul circle to hold space, to do any healing, to share stories, to set our intentions, maybe to journal together, just to share like a sacred space together. And obviously I'll guide it. It won't be just us sat there just not saying anything. There will be a structure to it, but each one will probably be quite different. And then it does say on there, balm for the soul. So as a member of the soul circle, you get 25% off readings, healing, any like the balm for the soul sessions, any one-to-ones, anything like that. The only thing you don't get 25% off in is the shop, but otherwise you get 25% off everything else. So what's available to you all the time in the hub as a soul circle member? So if you've been eyeing up my meditations on the website, you'll notice that they're £17 each to buy the audio, whereas if you're in the soul circle as a member, you get access, complete access to my entire audio meditation library. And I can tell you that my members had a treat today because I uploaded the visit to a past life meditation, which is now accessible in the hub, which is not actually available on the website to buy at the moment. So that's in there. Also, you've got that as well as all of my other meditations as well, all the bonus content from the meditations, all the preparation audios. Then, as I say, you've got previous and current tarot guidance, previous and current self-growth content, which I've already spoken about. You get a goal breakdown guide booklet, which is in there to help you kind of work through your goals, work anything that you want to set and set intentions. That's there for you. Again, this is dipping into it, whether you need it. It's not a start and a finish. It's there if you want it. If you want to be there for the spiritual growth, it's there for you. If you want to be in for the guidance, it's there for you. If you want a mixture, it's up to you how you use it. There's a lot of stuff in there, but you don't have to use it all. It's up to you how you utilize your membership. Then you've got the Calm the Mind, Soothe the Soul program challenges in there. So that's something that I ran live back in November, but all of the content is in there for you to use at your own perusal. Then as an added bonus, so my Unlock, Empower, Transform program to buy on its own is currently £97. However, in the Soul Circle, my members have bonus free access to that. So that is a 7-step program designed with meditation audios. There's a 37-page workbook. There's a lot going on in that. So that program is designed for people that are maybe new to the spiritual world and want to elevate themselves up, or if you just want it as a self-care regime as well. So that is there for you. That's for free included, worth £97. Then also you get your discount codes, and that challenge that's starting on the 1st of April is the 3x30 conscious crafting challenge. So not only that, there'll be lots of other content going in there. I've had lots of lovely comments about the Soul Circle, but the doors will be firmly closed on the 1st of April at midnight. That's UK time. So if you do want to get in on the Soul Circle, it's £18.60 with that discount code. Otherwise, the next time I'll be opening it up to new members will be probably between June, July time, and it will be at £33 because it will. Because there'll be lots of other stuff in there. There'll be lots more going on. So if you do want to get in at that £18.90, that is an absolute steal for everything that you're going to get. You think all the sessions, all the content, it's a lovely community as well. So I think currently there is almost 30 women in there at the minute, it's incredible. I'm going to take that down. So I've got such wonderful women in there, and I can't tell you how full my heart is that these women are there trusting me to be within this space. And it's such a nice space. There's so much there for you. So if you do want to join the Soul Circle, if you've got any questions at all, either pop them here in the comments. You can pop me a message if there's anything that you want to ask about, if there's any reason that you maybe feel like, oh, I don't know. So let me show you something actually that I have put together. So this might swing it for you. So let's take a look and see if I can make sure I can share the right screen. Let's go to, okay, I think it's this one. Okay, so this is my thing. You'll see there, go F yourself. But if you look very closely, around here, it says go find yourself. Okay, go find yourself and get confidently clear on who you are, what you want, and what the F you're doing in your life or in your business. Okay, so there's a little write up here, and there's a few different bits I've got on offer. Art therapy for the soul is something I'll chat to you about in a minute. But if you click here to join the Soul Circle tribe, so this is the hub. This is essentially where you would go to for your membership, but this is before you've actually signed in. This is what you'll get when you take it for a look. Let's have a, because I can't see the comments on there. Ooh, there we go. Pat says, I love the Soul Circle. I love that you love the Soul Circle. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is where you see it. So join Anavea's Soul Circle, a community of effing amazing women who are once afraid to step up and be themselves, but are beginning to really own who they are, cut through the bullshit and stress we face in life. So join women who will see you for you, hold space without judgment, without offering unwanted advice, because let's face it, we're sick of all the well-meaning advice, the nagging, the do's, the don'ts, the say this, the say that, the whys, the who's, and the how's. So as well as growing and nurturing your own intuition and spiritual knowledge, you'll also begin to gain more clarity in your life and feel a better sense of direction with a shitload of guidance, self-growth content, and more within a safe, nurturing, and supportive space. So I've already told you what's included, but I haven't told you about the upgraded options. So everything that's included, that does say 27 a month, but obviously you're going to put this code in. So let me show you how it works. So you click on Become a Soul Circle member, and this thingy-mabobby will come up here. Where it says coupon code, you're going to put newbie in there and see where it takes all those prices down. Okay, so it's going to take the standard monthly membership down to £18.90, which is everything that I've just told you about there. Then you've got the option with the upgraded membership, which that means you get a monthly reading, personal, bespoke to you in your inbox every month, as well as all of the other Soul Circle benefits. That discount code is going to take that from £42 a month down to £29.40. Now, let me tell you, if you had this private reading, the recorded reading, they are between £25 to £34 a month. So that's almost like you're getting a reading every month and you're paying £5 for the Soul Circle. And then you've got the added upgrade of the premium membership, which is all of the Soul Circle content, all the access. But instead of the inbox reading, you get a monthly 60-minute one-to-one reading with me every month. And with that code, that'll take it from £57 down to £39.90. So that is something you don't want to miss out on that at the minute. Okay, those are there. It's there till the 1st of April, but after that, the door will be firmly closed. So if anyone's watching, if you've got any questions about that, please do let me know. I'm not doing a hard sell here. It's not about me selling it to you to get people in. It's not about that. It's about me opening up an opportunity for you if you're feeling like you're a bit fed up in where you are and you want to add a bit extra into your life. If you want to become part of a community, if you want to up your game with your intuitive skills, if you want to tune in to kind of higher energies more, if you just want to feel like you know what the fuck you're doing with yourself, because with that guidance and whatnot, like I say, it's weekly, monthly, it's all there for you. But then obviously if you go for the upgraded options, you've got that personal to you as well. I don't know if there's a lag in the comments there. So if there is anyone, if you're still there, give me a little hello or an emoji or something. I'm going to take that down. So that's all you do. Let me put the link in there for you though, because I don't want to tell you all about it and then not tell you how to find it. So that is that there. And if you use the code when I find it, can't find it. Okay, let's have a, okay. Use the code newbie. Okay, so I'm in capitals. 30% actually works out quite a lot. When you say 30%, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It is. Oh, you're still here. Okay, fab. So anyone that does want to get in on that, please do before the 1st, well, before midnight on the 1st. So when it kind of, the clock strikes midnight and it turns into the 2nd, that will be closed. I'll be closing off that link, so there'll be no access to get into the Soul Circle until I reopen it again. And obviously, as I say, it will be £33 from that basic membership there. So it'll work its way up. But no, I've got lots of lovely, lovely women in there, lots of lovely testimonials, lots of people saying lovely things about being in the Soul Circle. And it's a lovely, lovely space. So that is me gifting to you. Obviously, ladies that are already in the Soul Circle, you've got your links as well that you've got all the information about in the Soul Circle if you do want to recommend anyone. So that is there for you. If anyone's got any questions, it seems really quiet tonight. I wonder, is there something good on TV? Am I missing something? I don't know. Super quiet. I do wonder where's everyone at, or if my connection's a bit dodgy. Pat's there, Alexandra's there, Dawn's there. Where did everyone go? Feel free to do a shameless share if you want. Not saying that I'm not happy with you ladies here, of course I am. But it just seems really quiet. I wonder if something's on that I don't know. Let's have a... So maybe because I'm not doing a giveaway tonight. To be fair, I was going to do a Soul Circle giveaway, but not many people are on. Let's have a... The Syndicate was on BBC One. Ah, Teresa's still here taking it all in. There you go. You're already in the Soul Circle, so it's no new news to you, is it? Trudy, you're here still as well. Okay, great. Well, let's I don't know. Do you want me to chat on for a bit longer? So did any of you catch my interview with Jack Tyler on Saturday night? That was I went a bit deep there. I was chatting about... I don't watch TV either, Trudy. I'm a bit... Right, I have got a t-shirt underneath, but I'm a bit warm. I'm going to take this top one off. Watch, this will bring in new viewers. I think I'm stripping off. Oh, goodness me. The other thing I was going to talk about, so obviously in the shop, I have got good stock of cards and whatnot. At the moment as well, the Colette Baron Reid cards are, I think they're 25% off, or they're a bit off. So it's the Crystal Spirit cards and the Goddess Power ones, which are two of the priciest cards that I actually have. So at the moment, they are at a really, really good price, actually. So it's worth checking them out. Obviously, all of Leslie's lovely stock that we've got on the website. We have got sage. We have got incense. I've got the chakra cones. Actually, I'll tell you what I am going to talk about. Okay, you can see one of them, but not the other one. I got my first ever houseplants this week. So I got this one. I haven't given them names yet, but I got that one. I'm quite in love with it. And I also got myself, it's over on my altar, I got myself a little rose plant as well. Astrid, hello, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've spoken to you. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Let me know how you are. It's so nice to see you on here. So my laptop is doing something, the fan's kicked in. Okay, I feel like I'm just blabbing now. I feel like I'm just chatting shit, but I'll stay on a little bit longer. Phoebe saying, very interesting, caught you with Jack on Saturday. Yes, amazing. I was nervous. I didn't know what she was going to ask me. But no, she asked me some lovely questions and really exciting. Also, Lengro magazine is out tomorrow, and my little boy Levi is the cover boy. So as you know, April and this week is Autism Awareness Week, and April is Autism Awareness Month. So my son Levi has autism, ADHD, sensory processing disorder, learning difficulties, and he's also being reviewed for dyslexia as well. And also his birthday is in April. So on the 29th of April, he will be 9. My goodness. So Claire said, obviously Lengro magazine, we can't do this issue without having Levi on the cover. Levi needs to be on the cover. So that'll be out tomorrow, as well as all of the other Lengro articles in there as well. If you don't know what Lengro is, it's a free online magazine that I write for. There's an amazing load of contributors on there. There's health and well-being, crystals, essential oils, there is showbiz stuff, there's like celebrity bits. There's so much in there, so much lovely things. Trudy, same date as mine. You got the same date as Levi. Well, happy birthday to you for the 29th. Alexandria, don't do houseplants, they don't survive for me. Well, to be honest, I'm going to find out if I'm a house planter or not. I have had garden plants. I managed to grow some tomatoes and some peppers and some strawberries a couple of years ago. That was a triumph for me. But we're in the stages of we've got a big garden at the back, which is just grass on a bit of a hill. But our side garden got ploughed up. We had the water company in. So now we've leveled it all out. We're going to hopefully in the next few weeks get gravel down and have it all nice. So now the nice weather's kicking in. So then have lots of plants out there. So Mark's mum is a very, very keen gardener. She's brilliant with her flowers and her plants. And she's been growing some bits for us. So when the garden's ready, she can take them over and plant them. So hopefully after all that effort, I don't accidentally kill them. But what I did do, actually, let's talk about the full moon. Because what I was going to say of my houseplants, I did put out my jars of my water to make my moon water. And I've watered my plants with them. So let me know at the full moon's just been. What do you do for the full moon? Do you kind of do anything for it? Do you put your crystals out? Do you do ceremonies? What do you do? Teresa, can't go wrong with a spider plant. They love the bathroom. They do. Do you know? So when I was a little girl, my grandma used to have a spider plant in the living room. And I used to get scared of it because I used to think there was a real spider in there. So sometimes I'd touch it and it would like creep me out. But I did think about having a spider plant. I've also heard eucalyptus for in the bathroom is good as well, because obviously when it steams up, that it releases the eucalyptus in there. Christmas cactus decided to flower after years. Oh wow. I do like a cactus, but I just get wary, obviously, having the kids in the house, because I know they can't help themselves and they'll probably jab their fingers in it. Teresa, that's what I do and charge my crystals out. Yeah, so I haven't done moon water for ages, I will confess. But I feel so good. No, I've got three jars of it, so it'll keep me going. I might do actually, like, because I am in this really, really wonderful membership with the lovely lady, a lovely lady Genevieve, and she'd said about kind of even when you wash your face in the morning, make it like a sacred ceremony. So I might actually do my face washing with some flower petals. I've got some lovely flower essences coming from a lady Jane as well, who she does flower essences and she does herbal and floral teas as well. I can't wait. I think that should arrive with me in the next couple of days. So I think I'm going to put some of those essences in and my moon water and maybe some petals and just like have like a little sacred face wash. There you go. Dawn puts her crystals out. Pat put crystals on the windowsill and burn intentions and wishes. Yeah. Your one isn't jabby. So I did on Sunday, I tuned in and was part of a full moon circle with a variety of amazing ladies. And the lady that was running it had taken us into a guided meditation to meet our moon maiden, which that was so special. So I've done a sketch of her and I'm turning it into like an illustration on the iPad. So that's to come. That's really, really exciting, which I'm looking forward to. The cactus. Yeah, I got you. So yeah, it's great. I feel like I'm waffling now. I don't want to leave you hanging, but I feel like I've maybe talked about everything I can talk about. So I don't know what, maybe the clock's changing if I don't know. Maybe the clock's changing, have done something, or like I say, there's something on telly. But I don't mind, because those of you that are here are the important ones. So, and I do love those of you that watch religiously every week, or if you can't watch every week, you do watch when you can. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for you. But do I not have a rant for you tonight? Oh, let me see what I want to rant about. Do I have a rant? Do you know, actually, I've had quite a kind of an easygoing week. I've had, like, the energy this week's been quite nice. I don't think, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to tune into, so you know when I shared the post about me being happy? So instead of me ranting, so like talking about, actually, yeah, I do share stuff about all the terrible things I've been through, or all the shit stuff that I'm feeling, all the naggy bits going on. But actually, I'm really, really happy. And I think you get to a point where, like, you do melt away. Like, you let all of that crap melt away. So everyone having all of that, I don't know, their opinions, their advice. You know, when you've got, like, someone's, like, giving you well-meaning advice, and they're sort of saying, why don't you do this? Or you should do that. And And it just turns you into something that you're not. And then you live being this person that doesn't fit for you. But then when you actually break out of that and you begin to live the life just the way you want it, then it is life changing. Like literally, it is life changing. I've been at a point where I've had, like literally, I've been overdrawn. I had no money. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I had nothing. I wasn't very happy, and bad shit kept happening because I was in a mindset of my life is shit. And then the universe is hearing that and going, yes, your life is shit. Here you go, have some more. So again, it's kind of like you are a mirror of what you send out. So just if you're not feeling happy, try and kind of think about what you want, setting those intentions, setting within you about what, not what you want to be, but telling yourself you already are that. Because if you're saying, I want to have lots of money, and then the universe goes, yes, you do want to have lots of money. And then you will forever want and want and want. Whereas if you're telling yourself, like, I'm abundant, I'm financially free, all that, then the universe is saying, you're abundant, you're financially, and it gives it to you. It's a mirror. So that's something to really bear in mind. Obviously, I know when you're in a real shitty place and things like it's hard to break free from that mindset. So obviously with everything that Viki was saying, with the timeline therapy and going through that and breaking out of that, there's so much that can be done there. There's a lot you can go into, but even just tweaking your thought a day, or something that I've learned as well. You know, when something really pisses you off and you're about to fly off the handle, you think into it, even if it's something simple, and just think, is this going to bother me in 5 years? And if the answer is no, then just leave it, just sink down. Lauren, hello, lovely. That's all right. It's not a problem. I've been on for a little while. I'm not staying on too much longer. I was talking about the Soul Circle, though, so that's out there if you do want to get in on that. There is a link I put up. Here, I'll share it again. So that's the link there that I've just posted in, which is anyone that wants to join the Soul Circle with using the code. So you use 30% off to join the Soul Circle membership, which will take it from $27 down to $18.90. However, if you do want to upgrade, it takes a shitload of money off. So if you want personal readings within your membership, then there's those options here as well. I'm moving the mouse around on the screen as if I'm pointing to it, but I know that none of you can see it, and I feel like a bit of a dick now, to be honest. Let's take that down. So there we go. There, Astrid says this money thing, just realize how true it is. It is. And it's kind of, we are a reflection of what we put out there. So that's where kind of the manifesting comes in. Like, manifesting doesn't just happen on its own. You can't just think, I want this, and then it's magically there. Like, you do have to action it. You do. Excuse me. You do have to action it. You do have to set your intentions. You do need to kind of know where you're going. So that's also something like within the Soul Circle, there is a goal breakdown. And also we're going to be working through the 3x30 conscious crafting from like the 1st of April over the 30 days, which should be amazing. Lauren, bless you. That's all right. I'm here when you need me. Need to write it down. You do. So those of you that did I can't remember which one it was now. There was a challenge that I run last year, and like sort of writing we did a 5x55 challenge, and over the course of 5 days, you have to write down your star goal 55 times of what you want to manifest. And the results we had, and people were like manifesting stuff left, right, and center. It was amazing. But you need to set your intentions as well. You need to set a roadmap, because it's not, you can't just say, like, imagine it's a journey, right? And you want to go to, example, let's just say Disneyland. And in your head, you're like, I want to go to Disneyland. 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 And that's like, okay, that's fine. You want to go to Disneyland, but you haven't actually made a plan of how you're going to get there. So you can want and want and want, but unless you have a plan, you're not going to get there. So it's all right having a goal, but as I like to say, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So it's all about setting intentions, working out your star goal, but working backwards from it, thinking about what those intentions are, what are the stepping stones that you need to do to get there. So then you can think of what are the big hurdles, what are the big things I need to do in order to achieve this. And then you can work back from that on like the filling in the gaps. So even little things each day, it doesn't have to be something massive that's going to help you achieve your goal. It's the little steps that help you to get there. So it's all very well to have this thing that you want, but you need to make a plan. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. You're not going to get there because you haven't got a strategy to do it. You haven't worked out what you need to do it. You're just sitting there hoping that it's going to happen out of the blue. So that is a key. So kind of when you're manifesting, you do need to action it. You do need to actually do things that are going to bring you closer to it, because it's like saying, oh, I wish I could win the lottery, but not buying a lottery ticket. Like, the universe is up there going, come on, like, for fuck's sake, help me out here. Help me out. Like, throw me a bone. So help yourself to help the universe to give you what you want. Because like Viki was saying there as well, like, there are no limits, only limiting beliefs. And we limit ourselves because of fear. So if you have popped on in the sort of past half an hour and you missed my talk with Viki, who is my special guest, you can watch this back on playback. Honestly, it's so interesting and really, really great to have her on. So I'm going to book a session with her, which I'm so excited about thinking about it now. I'm like, yes. But next week, talking of special guests, I do have Abby coming on, who is the anonymous writer of Abby Does Dating. And she describes herself as a single 30-year-old conquering the world, the online dating world, one devil dick at a time. So I cannot wait to have Abby on as well. That's going to be amazing. She's going to be talking navigating the online dating world. We're going to be talking women's empowerment. We're going to be talking, quite frankly, we'll just be talking about any old shit in true me style, uncensored, open, not really fussing about what we're saying. We're just gonna give it to you straight, just how you like it. But what I am going to say, that is me for the night. I think my mouth is going dry. It is now about 10:15. So it's been an absolute pleasure to come on. And those of you that have stayed on to the very end, and those of you that have just popped on as well, thank you so much for joining me. And I'll be on next Tuesday. Obviously, Soul Circle, if you do want to join, the links are in the comments, and you've got that code as well. And don't forget to check out my art therapy for the soul sessions, because that's coming up. I will be promoting that more. That doesn't start until May, so you've still got time for that. The Soul Circle does close on the 1st of April to any new members. So thank you all for joining me. Lauren just laughed at your comment. Pat, thank you. You are amazing too. Lauren, Nanite, my lovely. Trudy, lots of love to you. Anyone else watching, thank you again for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I will catch you super soon. Dawn, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I'm glad you think it was an amazing night. So lots and lots of love to you all. Teresa, Nanite to you. And Teresa, I'll message you to sort out your books as well. Astrid, look forward to hearing from you again. It's so happy you could join us. Alexandria, Nanite, my lovely. So lots and lots of love to you all. Take care, and Nanite, sweet dreams. Ace, I got too much love for me.